Welcome to Inside the Summit League, and we will get over this crush on the University of Denver in a couple of weeks, but it's fun right now to see the newcomers come in and compete right away. Denver is at the top of the standings right now in volleyball and soccer, men's and women's soccer, and we've got tons of women's soccer to get to this week. Highlights from Denver and Brookings and Macomb and Fargo and Indianapolis. Some big basketball news in Vermilion, where South Dakota men's coach Dave Boots has retired. We will hear from him and one of his players coming up. Plus, a conversation with a coach doing double duty for the Dawns. She is the acting athletic director and still the head volleyball coach in Fort Wayne. And we start with the week in volleyball, start at North Dakota State, where the Bison hosted a couple of powerhouse programs over the weekend. NDSU taking on Louisville in the first match. Louisville was rated 17th, still getting some votes this week in the coaches' top 25. But Emily Myron and the Bison stayed very close in the first set. Myron with the kill there, and then Emily Minnick, another NDSU freshman and one of three Emilys on the team, off the block. Another kill for Emily Myron, and the Bison tantalizingly close in set one, but Louisville takes it 25-23. The Cardinals, they have some killers. That is Randy Ewing, Patrick Ewing's daughter. She had 8 kills in the match for Louisville. And then Janelle Jenkins, one of her 13 kills. Louisville hit a very nice 370 for the match, and they win it in 3 sets. So NDSU had to turn right around and play Wisconsin. The Badgers are number 25 in the latest national rankings, but the Bison beat them in the second set of this match. Dominique Thompson, she's actually a Minnesota native, had 14 kills for Wisconsin. Wisconsin won the first set 25-14. Bison take the second set, though. And you will see Hadley Steffen, a freshman from Grand Forks, North Dakota, come up with a kill here for the Bison as they take the second set. Emily Myron again will come up with one of her 8 kills in the match. NDSU wins a set in this one, but Wisconsin takes the match. 3-1 is the final.
I'm excited about this group. They're fun. We got a lot to learn yet, and I'm excited to where we can be because they do play with passion. They try really, really hard. So it's all it is really is keeping that passion focused and keeping that competitive edge out there.
In Omaha, Nebraska, the Mavericks of UNO hosting the Omaha Classic, taking on Southern Illinois Edwardsville in the first match. Omaha in black on the far side of the net. Michaela Schimmer for the Mavs there with a block. And Omaha close in the first set. They scored 24 points, but lost it 26-24. That is Diane Banderas, one of her 5 kills in the match on just 9 attempts. SIUE is pretty good, though. Hillary Trevino with the winner from the outside, and she kept hitting them. Goes to the other side, the right side, and they beat Omaha in this one 3-0. So the Mavericks turned around, tried it again against Southern Utah. Omaha blocking big in this one with Schimmer. And then coming to the net will be Kelley Wallach for Omaha with the block. And the Mavs win the first set against Southern Utah 25-14. And the match would go the distance. Kylie Schofield had a match-high 22 kills for Southern Utah. The Thunderbirds win the second set 25-22. Omaha comes back blocking again. They take the third set 25-19. Megan Schmalley had 9 block assists and 13 kills in the match for Omaha. They go 5 sets. Southern Utah takes the last 2. Anna Stradling with the kill. And Omaha comes close, but they fall in this one 3-2. 15-11 in the 5th set. And first win of the season, by the way, for Southern Utah. So Omaha 0-2 so far in the tournament. They had one more chance to dance facing Bradley in the third match of the tournament. A couple of blocks early for Bradley from Jessie Talaka, and then Amy Angelos as well, and Bradley won the first 2 sets. Omaha comes back, though, takes the third. Freshman Nikki Carson with the kill there for the Mavericks, and then Megan Schmalley will do the same thing, and the Mavs win set 3, 25-23, but Bradley comes back, wins the match, and Rose Shires had this to say after her team goes 0-3 in the tournament.
I was very pleased with our performance at the end of the tournament. I felt like we battled in our match against Bradley, but I did not feel the first two matches that we competed from beginning to end. And that's something that mentally, emotionally, we have to do a better job of being in the match from beginning to end.
And you can check out all the other scores at the Summit League website, thesummitleague.org. Basketball news when we come back. A new men's head coach at the University of South Dakota.
Whether you're in pain on Friday or get hurt on Saturday, injuries can happen any day of the week. Now you can walk right in for expert care at Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track. We're the first to offer a walk-in clinic at 4 convenient locations, 7 days a week with evening hours. Call 605-328-2663. Expert care when you need it. Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a grand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort, where you can win, dine, and unwind. Now that's grand. Grand Falls Casino Resort, a grand new way to eat, play, and stay.
For any reason, for any season, Honda has exactly what you need for any time, anywhere. With the Honda CR-V and Honda Pilot, you get sport and style, a comfortable ride, and incredible mileage. Plus Kelley Blue Book's very best and most trusted brand, and a top safety pick, no matter the reason or the season. You'll find a Honda that will fit your life and budget, new or certified used. Shop on the lot or online anytime, only from your Dakota Land Honda dealer.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Well, Summit League basketball programs are getting set to start the season in less than 2 months. And surprising news out of Vermilion, where head coach Dave Boots announced his retirement last week. Here's a statement from the coach, and then more from Katie Lingle in Vermilion.
I'm announcing today that I'm going to retire as a Coyote basketball coach. Been a great run. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed being here. Peggy and I made this decision together, and we feel it's just the right time. The support we've had here, the fans, the administration, all those things that go into having a good program, is where it's all been.
University of South Dakota's Dave Boots stepped down as head men's basketball coach last Tuesday in a meeting that was unexpected and emotional.
He just sat us down in the end of the end zone, and he told us that he was retiring, and he kind of started choking up a little bit, and we didn't really hear him first. So then we're like, "What'd you say, coach?" And then he told us again, and then there's a pretty emotional couple minutes there for everybody on the turf, and then we all just got up and gave him a hug.
After 25 seasons at the helm for USD and the upcoming season right around the corner, the news shocked more than just the players.
I don't think anybody had any idea that it was coming, from the coaching staff to the athletic director, anything like that. Definitely caught us off guard. We just got done working out, and we definitely weren't expecting Coach Boots to tell us that right after a workout.
At age 57, Boots has compiled 503 wins at the university, the most in program history. Generally known for his serious demeanor, Gruce says he's learned a lot from his former head coach.
On and off the court, he was quite a bit different. Obviously, he was obviously a mentor and stuff for us. Like, I remember before we played state, he just had a mental practice for us, and he told us, a lot about life and stuff like that, and life after basketball. And I think some of that just really sets in once you get older and stuff, and that kind of hit home for a lot of the guys, especially me, because obviously basketball comes to an end at a certain point, and I think that's a big part of what coaches have to do is prepare you for life after basketball, not just the 4 years you're here.
Now Boots will prepare for life after basketball as the Coyotes prepare to move on without him.
So Joey James will be the interim head coach for the Coyotes. He has been an assistant to Dave Boots for the last 10 years. James is 37 years old. He's from Bellevue, Nebraska. He played at USD, and he is ready now for his new role.
I talked to our guys last week, and I said, we're not living in the past from last year. We're not living in the future. We're living in the moment, and that's what we're looking at, focusing on. And the moment right now is time with them, doing individual workouts, and next week getting into team workouts, and then starting September 30th with our actual game practices and stuff like that, and to prepare us for this season. So I'm not at all worried about that. We'll worry about that when the year comes to an end, and I'll sit down and with David Herbster and President Abman get reevaluated.
Well, one other basketball note of note, the NCAA notified South Dakota State this week that Cody Larson is eligible to play this season. Larson played high school ball in Sioux Falls. He played 2 years at the University of Florida, and he will have 2 years now of eligibility left at South Dakota State. But when we come back, the week in women's soccer.
Since 1982, the Summit League has been achieving excellence. Beyond providing a quality education to more than 120,000 students, the league continues to strengthen its reputation of being nationally competitive in athletics. Today, more than 3,000 elite student athletes at 8 institutions embody the vision, purpose, and innovation the Summit League represents. These young men and women are reaching for the summit in both athletic and academic endeavors.
For any reason, for any season, Honda has exactly what you need for any time, anywhere. With the Honda CR-V and Honda Pilot, you get sport and style, a comfortable ride, and incredible mileage. Plus Kelley Blue Book's very best and most trusted brand. And a top safety pick, no matter the reason or the season. You'll find a Honda that will fit your life and budget, new or certified used. Shop on the lot or online anytime. Only from your Dakota Land Honda dealer.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a grand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort, where you can win, dine, and unwind. Now that's grand. Grand Falls Casino Resort, a grand new way to eat, play, and stay.
Whether you're in pain on Friday or get hurt on Saturday, injuries can happen any day of the week. Now you can walk right in for expert care at Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track. We're the first to offer a walk-in clinic at 4 convenient locations, 7 days a week with evening hours. Call 605-328-2663. Expert care when you need it. Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Well, University of Denver women's soccer team has moved up to number 16 in the country this week in the National Coaches Poll, and the Pioneers went out and racked up 2 more wins over the weekend. The Pioneers hosting Tennessee Martin in the first match, and Kristen Hamilton, senior from Littleton, Colorado. Nice moves there, but denied. No score in the first half. 71st minute here, off the corner. Nicolette DiGiacomo missed it, got it back, nailed it. Her 4th goal of the season already, and Denver leads it 1-0 against Tennessee Martin. Cassidy Ray in net for the Pioneers, and she was good again. Pioneers win their 5th straight match. They beat Tennessee Martin 1-0, and they made it 6 wins in a row against Alabama. Watch Nikki Papalardo make a move. 14 yards out in front, and that's good. She had 1 shot, 1 goal in the match, and Denver leads it 1-0. Cassidy Ray again in net for the Pioneers. Gets the shutout. She had 3 saves. That one was pretty good. The next one is better, though, as Ray was named the Summit League Defensive Player of the Week, by the way. Watch this sliding stop by Cassidy Ray, and she got back-to-back shutouts. This is just good soccer by Denver. Good pass. Like what you did there. Another good one. Kristen Hamilton will stop it, get the goal. Denver wins it 2-0, and the Pioneers just keep on rolling.
I think we were really happy to come off with the win today. Now we're 6-0. We had a few different people scoring goals. I had my first goal today, and I think we just kept the pressure up. Got a lot of people to come and play today, and we're just ready to keep on winning.
In Macomb, Illinois, meanwhile, Western Illinois taking on the University of North Dakota. Just over 8 minutes into the match, Jenica Myers gets the goal, her first of the season, 1-0 Leathernecks early on. Western keeps firing. Sarah Hall kicking the ball there. Stopped, though, by Krista Hestelin for North Dakota. Jordan Walgren letting it rip there. That one will not go, but they finally break through again in the 53rd minute of the match off the set piece, soccer term, from the corner. Amber Davis knocks it in, and Western Illinois beats North Dakota 2-0.
The goal was off of a set piece, and it nicked my head, and it went in. So, I mean, that's all there is to it. You just got to get a touch on it, and it goes in, I guess.
You know, for us, we're kind of a rhythm team. Like, we got to get out there and play well consistently and not have choppy kind of roller coastery performances. And even though we dropped the first game at Green Bay, like, we were actually pretty good. So we've been good 3 straight games, and we're getting better.
I do sense the momentum getting back in our favor. I mean, sometimes you have to take losses in order to, like, bounce back up.
Let's go to Fargo, North Dakota. It's very nice there this time of year. North Dakota State getting together to host Idaho, and Anisha Kinnerath with the brace, soccer term, in this one for North Dakota State. Her first goal right there in the 7th minute, Bison up 1-0, and then Kinnerath gets her second in the second half on a PK, and the Bison behind those 2 goals from Kinnerath. They beat the Vandals 3-2. And then North Dakota State came right back on Sunday against the University of Minnesota Duluth. Lauren Miller with the brace in this one for NDSU. Gets one in the first half there and a nice little left-footed kick. And another one in the second half for Lauren Miller. She was named the Summer League Offensive Player of the Week. And NDSU gets 2 wins on the weekend. They beat Duluth in this one 3-1. And we're not done yet. More soccer from Brookings and Indianapolis when we come back.
For any reason, for any season, Honda has exactly what you need for any time, anywhere. With the Honda CR-V and Honda Pilot, you get sport and style, a comfortable ride, and incredible mileage. Plus Kelley Blue Book's very best and most trusted brand. And a top safety pick, no matter the reason or the season. You'll find a Honda that will fit your life and budget, new or certified used. Shop on the lot or online anytime. Only from your Dakota Land Honda dealer.
Whether you're in pain on Friday or get hurt on Saturday, injuries can happen any day of the week. Now you can walk right in for expert care at Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track. We're the first to offer a walk-in clinic at 4 convenient locations, 7 days a week with evening hours. Call 605-328-2663. Expert care when you need it. Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a grand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort, where you can win, dine, and unwind. Now that's grand. Grand Falls Casino Resort, a grand new way to eat, play, and stay.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Back to women's soccer, and South Dakota State at home in their own invitational, and the Jackrabbits are now 2-2-2 on the season after a win and a tie. One of the quirks of soccer, Nevada came all the way to South Dakota and didn't score a goal in 220 minutes. They played both South Dakota and South Dakota State to scoreless ties over the weekend. SDSU actually got 11 shots on goal in the match, but they could not get one home either. That is Nicole Inskeep in the net for the Jackrabbits, and she held up her end as well. Megan Kingston with a chance here for South Dakota State, but nobody could get one through, and it ends 0-0 in 2 overtimes. Now the Jackrabbits did get on the board on Sunday against Northern Illinois. Kingston again with some speed, and then the feed to Alyssa Brazel, and Brazel from the angle knocks it through. 3rd goal of the season for Alyssa Brazel, and the Jacks up 1-0 just over 12 minutes into the match. Northern Illinois gets even here in the 35th minute. Sarah Spalding ties it at 1-1, and then a little bit of controversy right before the half. The Jacks thought they had it tied on this shot by Shelby Raper. It goes in, but it doesn't count. It's not like basketball where it's good if it leaves the shooter's hand before time expires. The ball has to cross the goal line. before time expires and the referee blows his whistle. The referee said that did not happen, so match tied 1-1 at the half. Jacks win it anyway, though. Kelley Costello, senior from Sioux Falls, Washington, with the winner. And 2-1 is the final. Jackrabbits with the victory. And finally, for the women anyway, in Indianapolis, IUPUI hosting Bowling Green in the orange uniforms. The Jags outshoot the Falcons 21-5 in this match. And IUPUI gets one to go through in the 23rd minute. Taylor Hydorn with her second of the season. The Jags improved to 3-2-1 on the year with a 1-0 win. And finally, on the men's side, battle for bragging rights in Indianapolis. IUPUA taking a Butler in a great match. Butler gets ahead there on an Austin Oldham with the first goal for Butler, and then David Goldsmith to Jeff Adkins. That's just good soccer. 2-0 Butler early in the second half, but Eduardo Cortez shut him off from there. He made 4 saves, and the Jags would come back and get even. Look at Lance Davis. Comes out of the box to Davis, fires it right back in, and the Jags still down 2-1. But they would get even. They come back and tie it in the 81st minute. Christian Soto ahead to Johnny Williams, and Williams puts it away, ties it 2-2 at the end of regulation. That goal did count, tied 2-2, and they go to overtime. Williams would get another great chance, comes away to Ian Block, and he can't get it to go either, and it ends in a 2-2 tie. When we come back, she has 3 names and 2 jobs right now at Fort Wayne. A talk with Kelley, Hartley, Hutton.
Minutes east of Sioux Falls stands Grand Falls Casino Resort. A casino in a grand new way, where you can turn an evening into a winning night out. Spin a day off into a day of play. Who says life next door shouldn't be grand? Live it up at Grand Falls Casino Resort, where you can win, dine, and unwind. Now that's grand. Grand Falls Casino Resort, a grand new way to eat, play, and stay.
For any reason, for any season, Honda has exactly what you need for any time, anywhere. With the Honda CR-V and Honda Pilot, you get sport and style, a comfortable ride, and incredible mileage. Plus Kelley Blue Book's very best and most trusted brand, and a top safety pick, no matter the reason or the season. You'll find a Honda that will fit your life and budget, new or certified used. Shop on the lot or online anytime, only from your Dakota Land Honda dealer.
Whether you're in pain on Friday or get hurt on Saturday, injuries can happen any day of the week. Now you can walk right in for expert care at Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track. We're the first to offer a walk-in clinic at 4 convenient locations, 7 days a week with evening hours. Call 605-328-2663. Expert care when you need it. Sanford Orthopedic Fast Track.
Inside the Summit League is brought to you by Sanford Health, Grand Falls Casino, and Dakota Land Honda. Well, Fort Wayne is one of the contenders in volleyball again this year in the Summit League, but you'll have to forgive their head coach if she's a little distracted by other things at the moment. Kelley Hartley Hutton is serving as the interim athletic director at Fort Wayne, as well as the head volleyball coach, and she joins us on the phone. And Coach, are you essentially doing 2 full-time jobs right now?
Yeah, I did take that on. I mean, but it's definitely a team effort. I would say that everyone in our department, as a result, is doing more. Starting with our volleyball staff, Steve Florio and Garrett Bitter, and then we have a senior associate AD, Tim Heffron, and Ron Clark, our other administrative people. So it's definitely a team effort. It's not like it's just me who's busy these days. That's for sure.
Now, are you doing this as something that your school needs you to do, or is this something that you would eventually like to do as the full-time athletic director?
No, I'm filling a need I was asked, and I'm not in the habit of, saying no. And when I think our university wants to get it right, so they're, and rather than rushing the process, I know we could have had someone on campus probably in September, but I think we're really taking a look at, as an institution, what this position is, what it should be, and making sure that we find the right fit for IPFW, so it's going to take a little bit longer. So I agreed to fill that role during that transition time.
Now, as an athletic director, is it a politician? Is it a CEO? Or how would you describe what an athletic director does?
You know what? I have not sat in that chair long enough to really know. I know it's certainly a different perspective, working to collaborate with other departments on campus, out in the community, and making friends, and trying to grow our ticket sales. There certainly is a lot to it, but I haven't been in that chair long enough to really get a feel for what it is more of. And also to be a resource for our coaches as we all try and compete in the Summit League.
All right, let's talk about volleyball and the program in your 15 years. Obviously, has been in good hands and going to be again this year. Give us a little synopsis of your volleyball team right now.
Well, we're young. We only have one senior. We did lose four starters to last year's team, but we felt really good about what we had coming back, and that we had some young kids who had worked really hard, kind of in the shadows of those older kids who graduated, and they were really hungry for an opportunity, and have, from the opening weekend, showed that they were ready for that opportunity.
You've had a good start, but can you tell early on how good a season it's going to be, or do you have to wait another month or two to see how it's going to turn out?
Oh, man, I think it's too early. I think it's really too early. Only 4 matches in, we're still trying to figure some things out. We're certainly happy with the 3-1 start, but we, as coaches, I think it's our job right now. What we're really looking at is what are our weaknesses, and how do we neutralize those, and improve.
All right, a little bit about the Summit League, and there's so much made about geography and travel times and those kinds of things, but how has the Summit League been to your liking in the last 6 or so years?
We love the Summit League. We have really competitive, relationships with, at the same time, camaraderie, and everybody's working really hard, and certainly in the sport of volleyball, our RPI is strong. We all challenge each other, and competition. I look at some other leagues in the Midwest, and I think the Summit League is really, really strong volleyball. We're starting to, in our non-conference, get ready for conference play. All of our non-conference opponents, people are, beating teams from those other leagues. So certainly the travel is what it is. Other conferences have travel too. And we get to go to some really cool spots. Like, I've never been to Fargo, North Dakota before we got in this league, and actually I really like that town. Kansas City is another one I hadn't spent much time in. Of course, they're gone now, but we're looking forward to going to Denver this year, that's for sure. And our sister school, of course, down in Indianapolis, we have a very fun rivalry with them. So the Summit League is strong, and we're really proud members.
All right, our thanks to Kelley, Hartley, Hutton at Fort Wayne. Thanks to all of our member schools. We'll see you next week on Inside the Summit League.